I'm a landscape architect, so I have grand plans at some point for the house. The house was built in 1905. The minute I walked in the house, I just knew that it was the house I wanted, and I really can't believe it worked out, actually. The main thing that I loved are the exposed brick walls. Look at the actual coursing of the brick. Every 7th course is a header brick, so it's turned in. And it actually, if you go on the outside of the house, you can actually see that same coursing, so that indicates that it's a solid brick wall, and those header bricks are actually used for the structure to hold the wall together. I don't really consider myself a professional interior designer, but I do like to do a little here and there. I'm pretty proud of my foyer with the wallpaper. My whole theme that I try to get across throughout the house is nature. I love green and terracotta, very natural colors, and I want it to be like a garden. That's my whole theme that I have going on. So I try to keep the rooms neutral colors, pretty much painted all the rooms myself, put the wallpaper up in the foyer, and then try to just put as many plants around and keep it like a garden, because I love green and I love plants. I've always put a lot of pride in my house, and I've made all the drapes. I'm just really excited to be a part of this neighborhood. I've already met a lot of people. The thing that drew me originally to this neighborhood, I'm able to just walk directly from my house. My favorite place to go is the tap room. I feel like it's Cheers. It's just one of my favorite places. I get my hair cut at Trim. I love the new Imogene and Willie's. Oh, and I love Mafioso's because they have the best vodka cream sauce.
I like when I look out the window or I'm on my front porch that I see all these different things going on. I like seeing skateboarders, walkers, dog walkers. That's what I like.
Yeah,
like
you know, and the thing I like about this neighborhood is the walkability in the neighborhood. Is that there are sidewalks in a lot of areas. You can, walk practically every place. It's great to walk up to 12South.
We've only been here a fairly short time, but we have made a few changes because initially that was a little bit of a drawback, is that the entire interior of the house is painted one color.
It was a little monochromatic, wasn't it? Yes.
We've started room at a time to put a little bit of color into the house, and I like those changes because beige in every single room gets to be.
It makes you feel like it's someplace different when you get to each room and it's a different color.
Although it's a new house and it's only a couple of years old, I think it does fit in with the neighborhood.
Absolutely. I like the location. How about the proximity to downtown? We've taken advantage of some.
Say anything about
I mean, we've taken advantage of the Predators games. We've taken advantage of the Nashville Ballet, the Rep.
Just because of being close.
The Performing Arts Center, absolutely, yeah. And it's easy to be downtown in 5 minutes from here.
I love the sidewalks. I love that I can walk, get a coffee, grab a beer with someone, or get a popsicle. I really wanted to focus on paint color. That was important to me. My instinct was to go with lots of different colors at first, and luckily I was working with Maggie Anthony, also a neighbor, and she helped me see how one color would expand the space. That's what we did. We picked this beautiful color. It's called Fleur de Sel. I love it. It changes colors in the sunlight. It feels a bit like the inside of an eggshell. One of the things that I love most about it is that I can walk in and there's all this sunlight. I've got these great plantation shutters. When you stroll around, you can see there are all these rooms in the backyard. The way that it's set up, and I can't take credit for the landscape, they're different rooms. I have mulch, I have pine straw, I've got little rock and wood gardens. So I kind of like that idea. I love that people care so much about this neighborhood, about their houses, their yards, about the safety of the community. The energy, the vibe is great. I love that I can walk out of my house and in the span of 10 minutes see 20 different neighbors, all of whom I adore and want to chat with.
12 South has a lot of similar architecture styles as in some of the other neighborhoods. What I really enjoy is how some of the people have really taken these homes and made it their own. It could be just the color of the house, it could be columns, there's some great landscaping that's here. So even though your neighbor's house may have been built at the same time and have a lot of similar characteristics, people really take ownership and pride in the places that they live. Some of the more prevalent architectural styles in 12 South are bungalows, four squares, and some Tudor homes. With some of the other older homes, it's really nice to be able to be true and honest to their historical characteristics. There's a good bit of history that can be maintained, but there's still plenty of room to grow in between those pieces of history and be progressive while respecting the character and the history that's involved in the neighborhood. One of the things I really enjoy about 12 South is the people, both in the diversity but also just the uniqueness. We have some neighbors who have been here for 40, 50 years. We have people who have just moved into the neighborhood who are artists, musicians, architects. We have a lot of young professionals, and we have a lot of kids that are in the neighborhood. It's really inspiring that you have a lot of access to a lot of really interesting people with a lot of different stories and a lot of different backgrounds. Please join us on April 17th. We welcome you into our homes.